Hi, welcome to my show. Today we're going to learn about the compound miter saw and how to safely and correctly use it. When operating tools like this miter saw, please always follow the manufacturer's operating guidelines and safety guidelines. Also, have a good pair of gloves. Another thing you might want to keep handy is a pair of earmuffs, because when you're working on this all day long, if you're not wearing these, your ears are going to be ringing by the end of the day. Most importantly, always wear safety goggles. This thing throws wood shavings everywhere. Even though it's got a nice little bag in the back, and half the time I've got my vacuum plugged into it, still, dust and wood shavings go everywhere. So always wear safety goggles. One of the major benefits of having a table like this is this allows me to put whatever size wood I want on here, and to know that when I put my wood up here and push it on the deck and up against the fence, now that I know this is completely level with my deck, I know I will have straight and perfectly square cuts because this is perfectly level. I've marked a piece of scrap wood in order to demonstrate the four most common cuts done on a miter saw. The cross cut is used to cut boards to length. The bevel cut is commonly used to hide seams in molding and baseboard. The third one is a 45-degree angle cut, commonly used when making picture frames. The last one is a compound miter cut, commonly used in crown molding. I always mark the side of the wood I'm going to throw away. That way I can maintain the correct length between all the pieces I'm going to cut. So you take the wood, put it up against the fence, drop the blade down. Notice where my hand goes, right here against the fence. My thumb is completely out of the way. I've got a good grip on the fence. The wood is tight. And I know my blade's going to come right down on my line. Let the blade spin up. When changing the blade on your miter saw, make sure you follow the manufacturer's recommended guidelines. On this particular model, all I have to do I use a hex wrench to keep the blade in place. Some saws have a little mechanism underneath the motor where you push on it and it locks the blade. In this case, I have to manually do it myself by holding it clockwise. And that loosens it. Notice I'm wearing gloves. And then I can take out my blade. In order to put a new blade on, make sure you have the blade spinning in the right direction. Make sure to push the blade against the back. Insert the bolt, turn it counterclockwise. And then to tighten it, I just turn it counterclockwise until it's snug. Again, you see why I'm using gloves? I keep touching this blade. My saw is unplugged, and I wear these gloves so that I can grab the blade safely. The whole reason this is called a compound miter saw is because it'll do bevels as well. All I do is loosen it up, and then I can go to whatever angle I want. Most commonly 45. But lock that down at 45. In this case, since I'm going to be cutting a 45-degree angle bevel cut, notice I've got a clamp over here for the wood. Makes it easier. I try to use clamps whenever I can, because I really don't want to be putting my hand right here. There's my 45-degree cut. The main reason this is called a compound miter saw is because I can do a 45-degree angle cut at the same time as doing a 45-degree bevel cut. Notice I'm using a clamp here to clamp the wood because I really don't want to put my hand here as I'm cutting. Make sure the blade comes up to full speed first before you're cutting, and make sure everything is out of the way. So now I've just cut a 45-degree angle and a 45-degree bevel. Thank you for watching my show. I hope you've learned a lot. Please like it and subscribe to my channel. And please also comment below about other tools you would like to see demonstrated and learn about. And make sure to drop your nut. When operating tools like this miter saw, always follow the wrong manual.